Hello everybody, and I am back. You didn't expect me to post 2 days in a row, did you? So anyway, today I'd like to just talk about really just JJS stuff. I recommend the TZ in the game, and show you some techs I like to do with some characters. So, let me just make... Okay. Hopefully you can see the screen alright. Wait, hold up. Gonna have to do this again, but it'll work. Yeah, but you can see the screen. Okay, so I play on console, so if I'm not really good, because I mostly play with lock-on, but now I'm trying to play without lock-on, so yeah, I'm trying to get used to that. But first is really actually going to be a perfection test. I mean. There you go. Let me just head over there. Now for this tech, I just showing you, really just show you some tech. So first you go with stockpile, not air variant, but just stockpile, and then into a black then into a black flash. Then obviously you could combo extend with that, so for example, and then shoot. Or you could put into like your own combo, use Soulfire, then use that. Oh hello. Transfigured human or flesh. I can't know. Flesh. Okay, so yeah, that's really my toe tech. But I'm gonna try and do a combo with it, see how it goes. Oh, that's probably like half their health of a combo. That's pretty good for a combo I just made up right now. Alright, I'm just gonna show you techs I like to do with other characters. Like, first I'm gonna show you this nice little thing I like to do with Utah. Don't ask why I press it a lot. Then in the severing paths, then you kick them, then into slice, which might not work, but sometimes it works pretty well. Then into that, and then into that. Or you can do that, into that, then into that, then that. Don't know if that tech's really good, but... And also, one thing, I know most people know how to do a lot of Todo's Black... Why do I keep doing that? I know people know how to do Todo's Black Flash, but just for people who don't know, first you want to use Pebble Throw. Excuse me. Then Brute Force, but that's normal. So you want to... Now, here's the thing, hold on. I used to do like 2 black flashes with this in a row, so Jesus Christ, I'm a bit rusty, guys. Also, I do need to see how I can do uppercuts and down. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, pretty much that's all I know tech-wise, but also with UG, you could also do a nice little combo I like to do, which does pretty much, I think, half or around half to orange health. Just need to head down to dummy. So first, Divergent Fist, 2 and 1, Black Flash, then Crushing Blow. Then into last M1 chain. Yeah. Does half their health, is pretty good. And also, I am trying to learn the Black Flash. But yeah, I can land successful Black Flashes in a row. Oh, yep. But yeah, really, I mostly use UG normally. But yeah. And also, now to get to talking part. Okay, one thing I want them to add is something called Anime Accurate as like a fun setting. So for example, let's take Higuruma's new domain, and if you remember the old domain, if you turned the Anime Accurate on, it'd show the new domain because Anne's more anime accurate, and if you had the setting off, it'd show you the old domain, which is not well, kind of, but yeah. And also for the same with Yuta, if you turned Anime Accurate on, it'd give him like the blue ring glow, the black and white metal arm. If it was off, it'd be the pink glow and the metal, just a metal arm. And basically, now one thing I also want is for when they rework the beam clashing, do like a spam button thing, not like sequence button with Final Judgment, but for a one thing for Ryu's last move on his awakening, I would recommend like it'd be kind of like Final Judgment. You'd grab the person like in the show, and basically whoever won the it'd start off with Ryu shooting his blast into the air, then he'd need to grab someone, then whoever won the like quick time event with Final Judgment, the beam would come down on them like Jacob's Ladder, which I think would be a good move. And also Megami, if we do get a Megami's domain mechanic, I know how it would work. So basically how it would work, the domain, you'd only be able to use it in like enclosed spaces, like inside a building, where the building would get a barrier around it. Like, I know that take a lot of time, but kind of like Gojo's 0.2 second domain, you'd use Awakening, use Megami Special, or it could be the other way around, and then the domain would activate in the building. Now, it could also just be in the trainway. You could also use it, but no, wait, that wouldn't make sense, would it? Oh, never mind. But yeah, or you could just make a like secret domain where you press awakening then special, or special then awakening, and then it'd activate like 0.2 second domain, but not at like 0.2 second domain, but be like Chimera Shadow Garden. But it could be used as like a simple domain where it brings you into like a small circle area and like puts you in a kind of like simple domain, but it's incomplete. And in that range, your opponents get slowness, and your awakenings, your moves, you can use them up to 3 times, but it's only in your base kit, if that makes sense. So let's say you have Nue in Megami's domain. You could use Nue 3 times and then it'd go on cooldown. You could use Frog 3 times, it'd go on cooldown. Divine Dog 3 times. And yeah. And also, you could switch one the domain, but this would be a substitute to Megumi's Awakening, because you wouldn't be able to use Maharaga in the domain either. But that'd be like a substitute for Awakening, probably, where you could switch out, use Awakening move 3 times. Well, actually, for the Awakening moves, you could only use them like 1 time, probably. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you like this video. You don't have to like and subscribe if you want. You can just do it by choice. You don't have to. I don't mind either way. I just want you guys to enjoy content. Yeah. See you in a bit.